Так, опять романс на Cindom, Deliverance. Так, ждем загрузку, как обычно, в лагере. Проснулись тут. Последнее задание. Вроде бы как... Так, сейчас как раз идем на это задание. Интересно, а что тут за лошадь? Сейчас посмотрим на... Параметры хуже, чем у нашей. Так, значит, тут поговорить надо с кем-то, раз это круговое. А то мы вокруг топчемся. Да, тут с паном Девишем поговорить нам осталось. Тут конец игры уже почти, наверное, я так понимаю. Вот сам пан Девиш. Хорошо, что ты здесь.
And it seems you're glad to see me too. I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
Давайте согласимся, что ли, я не увидел, что он спросил.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. Good luck to you.
А, выстрелить из требушета. Цирк, сейчас будем смотреть этот.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How are things with you?
I wish it was all over and done with.
Don't we all? Let's pray we finish it soon.
I've never been in a siege, but I hear it can last weeks, or even months. May the Lord watch over you.
Сейчас они натянут. Типа камни большие решили. Камнями большими пострелять. Так, использовать. С паном Бориком. Поговорить. А что теперь?
Sir Divish.
Так это же одно и то
It's all
же.
the same, isn't it?
No, it is not.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
We're going to watch Istvan shitting himself.
That's all.
For a few days at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back. Goodbye.
Подожди, пока закончится двухдневный обстрел. Интересно, они так продлили тут. Время промотать, что ли? И сонливость появилась. Сейчас отдыхать будем. Так, они все натягивают, сейчас посмотрим этот сыр, как они стрельнут. Еще орали, что-то радовались. Что не по-нашему говорит он.
Pijme, chlapci! Chlapci bílé víno z pohára.
Они пристреливаются. Так, а задача наша в том, чтобы ждать... двухдневный обстрел. Ну, подождем еще. Сколько тут по времени, не знаю. Еще промотаем время.
Good health, dear.
Поговорить.
How are things with you?
I'm worried. I praise the Dibbish gets the better of them cutthroats. I wouldn't want that foreign bastard lording it over us here.
No. I don't suppose anyone wants a thieving cutthroat for a lord.
Goodbye.
Что они пристреливают требушет. Так, все, за этот прошло время. Пан Берек ждет меня. Берек Тандерси. Выступ. О.
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kuttenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Isfan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Sorvar. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process.
There was precious little in it, and we could have lost everything.
That's how it goes in war. But God stood by us. And in the end, they're nothing but a bunch of filthy cutthroats. They're sneak thieves and assassins. But does that make them real soldiers?
Well, they're apt to wait till a man nips off into the bushes to relieve himself, lifts up his chainmail tunic and stab him in the back.
Поднимут большую, и тут они ударят его в спину. Я бы предпочел сражаться, потому что они предсказуемы, вот почему он доставляет нам столько хлопотов. Пора идти на приступ. О мастере Кайзере.
What do you think of Master Kaiser?
He definitely knows what he's doing. And all that wild talk of his, rockets and such like. I'd almost let him try it out, but on some other castle.
Do you think there's any truth in it?
I've never seen such weapons used, so I can't really judge. But if his ideas worked, they'd change the way we make war. He showed me some of the drawings he has with him. I don't know if he's a genius or a madman.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
До сих пор знаем, именно так, это ты в страну прямо из Ясно, когда начинаем. Ждать нам смысла нет, ты точно, а то, если хочешь отдохнуть, дела другие. Другого шанса у тебя не будет, пока мы не победим, или пока ты вечным сном не уснешь. Так, сейчас посмотрим с делами, пока разберемся. Сейчас скоро будем готовы. Слегка проголодался. Тут у нас котелок есть. В лагере все удобно, все под носом.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
We came at the last moment.
True. I feared the worst. I had to flee from the Turks once. This was an even closer shave. But as for our misfortune at Master Favor, I fear you may have come too late. I examined his wounds and I'm not sure he's strong enough to pull through.
That is too bad. Too bad that you weren't able to escape on time.
Yes, Sir Capon took fright. Understandable for someone his age. But not to worry. A little practice in killing foes will put steel in him.
How do you like it here, Master Kaiser?
It's quite satisfactory. Indeed, it's more than satisfactory. I have to commend Master Favor for his
Мастера Фейвора
diligent
замечательный
supervision
надзор
of the
за
construction.
строительными работами, великолепные познания в механике очень пригодились, он становится настоящим
He has
мастером
the
самих
makings of
машин.
quite a competent siege master.
I don't think he's yearning to become one. His life's mission has been to manage the mines.
We'll see if he feels the same after he has
После
a
первого
practice
выстрела
firing
знаешь,
our
что требушет так захватывает
It's
дух,
a
особенно
sight to
когда
knock the
стоишь
wind out of any
слишком
man,
близко.
especially if he's standing too close.
Дождь пошел. Так, сейчас как раз посмотрим, что тут у нас. Три лагеря найти.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I got hold of a sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left.
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
We made it in the nick of time.
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd have his fingers in it all. If only I could catch him.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See how much he enjoys it. Still, the best I'll be able to do is lodge a complaint against him when the king returns. And just thinking about it gets my goal. And my arms kill him. Damn it!
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzik.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry. Take care now.
Даже не знаю, АБЦ делать или нет. Это дополнительно, что это за задание у нас является.
Are we prepared to lay siege?
Готовы устраивать осаду.
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready?
Смысла нет, ты точно то, если хочешь отдохнуть или дела другие есть, можем
You won't have another chance until we won the day, or until your final rest.
Я
I'm ready.
готов.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts, the north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages, taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
I think I've heard everything I need to know.
Do you want to join the attack on the walls or on the gate? Remember, many of the Skalitz men will follow you. It could make a big difference.
I'll help with the attack on the walls.
Можно было бы что-то
I'm proud of you.
доделать
You've changed from
вспомогательное.
an insolent pup into a tough, reliable fighter. And as God is my witness, we will kick those whore sons' arses.
A village lad and an old soldier. This man must be shaking in his boots.
If he's not shaking, then he doesn't know what he's got coming. Just one last thing, though. No matter how good the plan is, something always gets fucked up. Keep your eyes open and take advantage of every chance. Help your comrades and don't go rushing in where you're outnumbered. We have to take the castle gradually, one position after another.
I'll remember that.
Good luck to you, stripling.
Good luck to you, old soldier.
Goodbye.
Северный лагерь не нашли, не провалили задачу. Ян птачек. Выстрел. Рассадили. Пристрелялся при душе. Вперед. Ну, я так и думал, догадывался, что эта задача не выполнена будет. Выполнена осада, пошли вперед. В бой, значит, задача. Штурмуй стены. Тут по-разному можно проходить лучником, сильно. Сейчас полезем наверх. Тут бойня сама в Камберге уже. Отбиваем от полоски. Придурочный рыцарь этот с секирой с коробкой. Загасили его. Мясо какое-то непонятное. Не пойму, куда сейчас идти. частной территории. Не пойму, куда идти сейчас, что делать. Защита, ловкость, живучесть, репутация повысилась, новый уровень. Все выручили, освободили.
Sir, we should give the order.
Надо бы приказ отдать. Посмотрим, хватит ли что он тому ума выпутаться. Не искушай судьбу, Гануш.
Ishvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzig? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, you're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks his truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor!
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. Then, you'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
Bring the horses.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish.
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband. I'm sorry.
For what?
For letting them into the castle.
Oh, come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry. You've heard what he'll do if we follow them. We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Так, опять загрузка. Вместе с паном Яном навстречу с отцом. Дикарь умение активировали.
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
What shall I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Well, I just hope he'll be there. Alive. What will you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people.
Something really big. But there'll be plenty of time for that
Там еще
later.
будет время подумать. Уж как ты кто-то нашел, в одиночку лавранник прокрался. Что сказать, мое почтение, я бы так точно объяснил.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
There's no sign of them. Move on. I'm glad to see Ishban kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
All right, Father.
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
Where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
He knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing. Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there it was so near, yet so far. Oh well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but Just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Mark Vart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that, at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
King's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Ну, все, походу, они решили потом продолжение сделать. Я так понимаю, конец. Так тупо оборвали. Так, друзья, всем пока, роман с вами был Конец. В общем, такая неплохая игра. Ну, посмотрим, может быть, когда-то будет продолжение. И всем пока-пока-пока.